really understand what you can do as an MP until issues come and smack you in the face. There were two very contrasting issues that came up in the last 10 years. One was our hotel, our only main hotel at the time, called the Coniston Hotel in London Road. Without I didn't even get a phone call from the minister, though thank goodness after the whole fuss was over she had to stand down. But the Coniston was to become a reception centre for asylum seekers from Gatwick Airport. And I took deep offence, first of all at the Conservative councillor who leaked it to the Kent Messenger, because he'd been given privileged information. And secondly, I was upset with my own government because they should have had the courtesy to just tell their local MP. However, the deeper I dug into the issue, I found the owners were, I think they were Indian, and that they had done this before, and I was just very distressed that we should have this. The public were very angry. I went to a couple of public meetings, 200 or 300 people turning out. There were hundreds locked out of a debate, and you could sense there were marches. And anyway, the one good thing is that if you're a good community MP, which I hope I am, you can sometimes overturn these decisions. And I raised it at Prime Minister's Question Time. I had debates. I wrote letters. I stomped, and it was overturned. It meant, in essence, that we lost the Coniston Hotel, which was a great shame because we couldn't afford to lose it then. But the good thing is it's going to open in the next year, and it will have, instead of 130 odd bedrooms, I think there'll be 65, but they'll all be en suite, and there'll be a restaurant and bars and so on. And it shows actually the economic fortunes, how good they are for Sittingbourne, that people can come in and reinvest and change the landscape, and we do need more hotels in the patch. The second thing that hit me was the closure of Milstead Primary School. Milstead Primary School was a Church of England school. Milstead's a very small village to the south of the constituency. It's lost over the last 10 years its pub, although that's changing. It still has a cricket team. It still has a square. It no longer has a shop, and it was in danger of losing its school. And to my mind, a village community in a rural area needs three of those four constituency bits if it's going to survive. So closing the school was a disaster. And luckily, Kent County Council had completely misread the tea leaves in the cups. They thought they could sell the site and get between 500,000 and $1 million for luxury housing. What they had forgotten was it was a Church of England school and they didn't own the land, and so they couldn't actually sell it. But despite their incompetence and my anger at their incompetence, I remember a church meeting we had at Milstead Church at 8:30 in the morning, and I have so much to do on a Friday, that was the only time I could spare, and it was packed. There were over 100 people, and you knew that they were looking at you going, you must save this school. And fortunately there were good people there. There were people that knew Sandy Bruce Lockhart, who was then the Conservative leader at KCC, and I said to one or two of them there, you've got to see him privately. I raised it with the minister. Again, we had the usual things of petitions and letters and so on, and we saved it, and it's thriving, and it's great. And it's the best thing you can do as an MP is to just give your expertise, but also lean on the people in the community who can help you, because this wasn't a Labour thing, this wasn't a Conservative thing, this was just a community thing, and we saved the school, and it saved the village.